welcome to the inaugural edition of the Migration Stories. I'm Balagopal, and this interactive interview is brought to you by ukmalayali.com, a website for diaspora Indians. We aim to bring you stories and voices from all over the world, chronicling the journey of migrants from Kerala. With the onset of the COVID, the dynamics of migration changed forever all over the world. Many Indians, those who lost jobs in the Gulf, returned back to Kerala. However, post-COVID, countries in Europe and US began opening up their health sectors and the universities to Indians. At present, there is a mass exodus of healthcare workers, including nurses and students, migrating to Europe, US, Canada, Australia. This is causing a huge, significant impact to the Indian healthcare sector and to the education sectors, leading to brain drain and wealth drain to the Indian economy. In this episode, we look at Kerala migration and the impacts it has to Kerala and the Kerala economy in the short term and in the long run. To talk us through on this topic with us today, we have is one of the leading exponent of the subject, Dr. S. Irudaya Rajan. Dr. S. Irudaya Rajan is chair of International Institute for Migration and Development under the Ministry of Overseas Indian Affairs. Prior to this, he was professor of the Center for Development Studies in Kerala with close to 40 years of research experience. He is one of the expert committee members to advise the government of Kerala on COVID. He has published in international journals on social, economic, demographic, psychological, and political implications of migration on individuals, community, economy, and society. He is the editor of India Migration Report since 2010 and South Asia Migration Report since 2017, published by Routledge. Dr. Irudaya Rajan has completed 8 rounds of Kerala migration survey since 1988 and replicated them in states such as Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Goa, and now in Odisha and Jharkhand in 2023. It is therefore very much important that we have Dr. Irudaya Rajan as our guest today for the first series of the Migration Stories. Dr. S. Irudaya Rajan, welcome to the Migration Stories. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
I would like to begin asking you to give an overview of migration of Kerala from the start. Although data on migration is available since 1998, do we have any knowledge on when and why Kerala started migrating and how it evolved and changed in the 1960s and later in 1990s? This will help us for a broader discussion on this topic.
Thank you, Balagopal. I think Kerala migration started long time back before we started our Kerala migration survey. We started our migration survey in 1998. We completed 8 rounds. And we are going to do the 9th round probably starting this year because we'll complete 5 years after the 2018. But then after our survey, we have a lot of data on migration from Kerala. So that is we are completing 25 years right now. But if you go back, Kerala was started migrating probably after Kerala became an independent state in 1956. Now, if you look at it, prior to Kerala became an independent state, Kerala was basically a in-migrating state. People were coming more to Kerala than people leaving Kerala. But then, when Kerala became an independent state in 1956, the Kerala was opened up to India, and Kerala was having high literacy rate compared to other states in India. Forget about international migration. So 1961 onwards, we can see there are evidences people were moving between Kerala to other parts of India. That is the first internal migration cycle. In fact, if you look at the railway timetable of 1961, we don't see that. There are 4 trains were going from Trivandrum. Trivandrum, Chennai, Trivandrum, Bangalore, Trivandrum, Mumbai, and Trivandrum, Delhi. So the Kerala people are moving to these 4 cities. And even today you see a lot of Malayalis are in Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, and Bangalore, and Delhi. People are asking me why there was no train to Calcutta. So there was a CPM connection. There was no train because there was no jobs in Calcutta. The jobs were available in these big cities. Because Kerala was a high literate state in 1960s, people were started moving. In fact, I was looking at one of the old professor told me, in 1970s, if you go to Mumbai, if you go to any private industry, the stenographer will be a Malayali. The stenographer. You are talking about nurse today in UK. The stenographers in every organization in 1970s were Malayalis. In Delhi, in Mumbai, they were stenographers, not nurses.
Okay.
But then that means the intention to move out of Kerala started after Kerala became an independent state, partly due to higher education, partly due to the high density of population. Because Kerala has the high density, 700 people live in 1 square kilometer. That's why Kerala, you look at it, there is no rural urban. You go from Trivandrum to Kasaragod by road, you don't feel any village type. Every place you get internet, every place you get Coca-Cola. So it's like Kerala is like a continuum. So this is what the first wave of internal migration. But then in 1970s, when the Gulf started digging the oil, then of course, Keralites were the first to move. But then there are stories indicate that Malayalis were doing trade probably 100 years back.
Yeah.
Like a traders. In fact, many people, we are talking today about people going by ship to, like we see the Turkey area, there are a lot of refugees coming by ships. There were people telling me, even in 1930s, 40s, there were used to be ports will leave from Alapura backwater to Gulf. That time there was no passport, there was no visa. In fact, in 1960s, many people told me when I went to Gulf, in 1960s, Indian money was used extensively in the Gulf countries. There was no big dirham. So it's a big story. But 1970s, they started moving to Gulf. 70s is the initial phase. Of course, 80s, it's a big boom. So people were moving from Trivandrum to Chennai, Trivandrum to Mumbai, Trivandrum to Delhi, Trivandrum to Bangalore. This was shifted in 1980s to Trivandrum to Dubai, Trivandrum to Abu Dhabi, Trivandrum to Qatar, Bahrain, Oman. So the whole, they are traveling, but now they are moving from internal to international.
International.
I think there is a phase. In fact, that's what I always talk. Kerala is a very fertile place for studying migration. Because prior to Kerala form, in 1950s, Kerala was internal migration. People were coming, more people coming into Kerala than people leaving Kerala. That means Kerala is a net gainer. 100 people might be leaving Kerala, 200 people will coming in. So we are more people, so that migration was not affected because the coming in is more than going out. Yeah. In 1970s, we started people going out within the country. That's the second phase. Third phase, people going outside. But today, in 2023, when I talk to you, Kerala is again coming as an in-migrating state. The cycle is completing. We are back to square one of 1956. Now, today, Kerala is receiving more people in Kerala from other states than people leaving Kerala. So we are, it's like a circle is completed. Like you are born, you married, you had children, you had grandchildren, now you are dead. So Kerala is back to square one of 1956. That means Kerala has a rich migration history. We are back to square one.
2 years back, when migrants were returning during COVID due to COVID pandemic, you said that COVID is not going to stop migration. This is based on an interview which you gave. You said that it is going to open up new migration corridors, going to open up new occupations, new job corridors, new countries. And this interview was done during the time of COVID. And I'm sure that these findings of this predicament of which you made at that time was very much, how do I put it, outrageous, saying that when everyone was thinking COVID is going to be to bring an end to migration. However, you were strongly said that it is going to open up migration. But yes, it did open up migration. But my question to you is, does this not create a brain drain and a wealth drain for India and Kerala?
No, I think you should look at it. There are migration has a different effect. Now, for example, Balagopal, you migrated.
Yeah.
There is a individual benefits. Forget about Kerala.
Yeah.
You are not worried what happens to Kerala. You are doing well. Your family is settled. You have a good house. Your children are doing well. So you are not bothered Kerala is losing or Kerala has no good roads or Kerala is highly corruption. We are not bothered. It's an individual impact on migration. Then is a societal impact. So there is a difference between individual migrant and the Malayalis living in large numbers. Now look at that. If you look at the impact on migration in Kerala today, you study any aspect, you talk about housing prices, you talk about anything happens in Kerala, there will be a migration component, including the votes during the elections. I was telling before the elections, if the returned migrants never voted in the elections, I told the Kerala government, of course the Kerala chief minister, not anyone, if returned migrant never voted, because they never come for the elections, because the last election only 5,000 people voted who came from the Gulf. This time everybody is here. Can you, if you can create as a vote bank, these returned migrants, normally vote bank means we talk about caste groups. Oh, this area there is a Nair we should put. Oh, this area is a Yelava we should put. This area there should be Muslim League. So we are always talking in Kerala, so bad we are. Every candidate will be placed based on either caste or religion. But I told them there is a big group called migrant vote. Did you ever realize that there is a vote bank? If they are going to vote, you are going to come back to power. Of course, they came back to power anyway, because returned migrant voted for him, definitely, more than other political party. I think that returned migrant as a vote bank, it's a big thing, because we never recognize. That's why I told migration played a very important role in the socio-economic, the impact on Kerala. For example, when I came to Kerala, like you went to UK 20 years back, I came to Kerala 35 years back.
Yeah.
So you are migrant to UK from Kerala. I was migrant from Tamil Nadu to Kerala. So I'm a migrant. I'm a migrant, but I'm not migrant from UK to India, but I'm just from a neighboring state, not very far. I can take care. I will be there within 3 hours. So I was a migrant. Imagine when I came to Kerala in 1987, there was only one airport. Only one airport. Today, how many airports you have? Because of migration.
Yeah.
Not because of any other. It's not the government achievement, infrastructure, nothing. It is migration, migrants created for airport. In fact, if the Indian government allows you, the Kerala government, there will be airport in every district. They are not allowing you. See, that much airport, every district can be airport. Am I right? So we had, when I came, only Trivandrum, then Cochin came, then Calicut came, then Kannur came. And what are the flights? Every flight goes to Gulf.
Gulf, yeah.
Kannur to Delhi, maybe 3 flights. But Kannur to Dubai, maybe there are 2 flights. Morning one, evening one. Etihad will come, Emirates will come. So I think there is a big change in Kerala thanks to migration. So migration has played a major role in the Kerala's development. In fact, if there would have been no migration in Kerala in 1960s and 70s, it was not accelerated. I was telling in many interviews, including New York Times, there would have been starvation deaths in Kerala.
Absolutely.
Starvation deaths. No feel to say that. Because Kerala had a high unemployment. In fact, 1970s, if you look at it, Kerala also had Naxals. Naxalism was picking up. In fact, there would have been no migration from Kerala, being we are close to the sea, and LTT was coming up. It would have been a big threat for Kerala. But luckily, all the Naxals went to Gulf. When they see the money, there is no Naxalism. Naxalism is what? It's money, man. They have no job. So I think that migration created a lot of good things for Kerala. So we cannot underestimate. Unemployment was reduced in Kerala. Poverty has declined. Even poor migrated, not just a middle class. I think there are poor migrated. You see, for example, imagine the people from the Muslim community, for an example, most of them are less than graduates. They are all less than 10th standard. Today, if you go to North Kerala, you take a map of North Kerala in 1971 and 2023, the whole map is changed. They are not highly educated like Patantata Kottayam people.
Yeah.
But still, the migration changed the landscape of North Kerala. Agreed? So
totally agree.
And they were not educated. They are not nurses. They were not doctors. They are 8th standard fail, 10th standard fail. They have not gone to school. In fact, the UAE government brought a law in 2002 when I was there. Nobody should come to Gulf, unless they completed 10 years of schooling. Muslim boys started going to school for 10th standard because they want to go to Gulf. So the Gulf is benefited the Kerala like any other state in India. I think it is benefited. Yeah. But the question mark is how long? How long? There is an end to everything. Yeah. But my personal thing is that the Gulf will continue to be the one of the place where Malayalis will continue. You can't stop that. But my worry is, I was telling to the many meetings, when the COVID hit, Vande Bharat flight came. Yeah. Yeah. Not even a single flight from America came to Trivandrum. Every flight is from Dubai, Qatar, Bahrain. Yeah. I said, what is this? What is this? This is something. If there is a COVID comes in 2023, already COVID is coming now. You can see that. There should be a direct flight from New York to Trivandrum. Yeah. Why not? There are Malayalis in New York. That means I want that. That means I was given only 2 examples during my interview. One is that COVID is only a short term. It's like a speed breaker. Okay. You are going with 90 kilometer speed. Yeah, just slow down. In the highway. Yeah. In the highway, you slow down, there's a speed breaker. Then within few seconds, you are back to 90. Yeah. Am I right? Yeah, we absolutely. All do that. So for me, that after COVID, migration will accelerate, not even increase. It is accelerate because how much you are holding, it will increase. For example, I was in Canada last month. The Canadian government told me there are 200,000 Indian students arrived this year alone. Yeah. This year, 2022, 200,000 students arrived in Canada alone. Forget about other country. Yeah. Forget about other country. 200,000 students. And I was going by a plane from Delhi to Toronto by Air India. Half of the flight were students. And I was doing a study on Indian students in Canada. I was thinking myself, I would have told the pilot, please announce there is a professor sitting here. He wanted to do a study. It's a 17-hour flight. I would have done my research there. You could have completed it. I would have, this is important. After COVID, we are talking about post-COVID. Of course, still not real post-COVID. So the migration is going to pick up. But my only worry is Kerala is so much dependent upon the Gulf countries, which I hate. I hate. As a researcher of migration, I hate. Why I hate? Because you are putting all your eggs in Gulf. Yeah. All your eggs. I think like if you are a good investor, you don't put money in one company. Like somebody has invested all their money in, say, Jet Airways. Next day, Jet Airways is not there. You lost all your money. You will commit suicide. Suppose somebody put, say, 10 crores as a share of, say, Jet Airways. Just example. Or Kingfisher. Of course, they were doing well. They were doing well. Yeah. I think because I flight through Kingfisher, Bangalore, London. I flight by the London, by this one. I flight by Jet Airways, Mumbai, London. So the flights were not bad. Something happens, but you put all your money in one company, you will lose. Absolutely. Kerala is putting all people in the thing. That's why I'm telling them Kerala has to diversify the migration corridor. I want, for example, today, Trivandrum, I go, the airport I go, Trivandrum to Dubai, Gulf countries, we have 25 flights. And Trivandrum to Singapore, we have only 1 flight. Why? Yeah. Nobody goes to Singapore. Why you are not going to Singapore? But if I go to Chennai, Singapore, there are 20 flights. Absolutely, yeah. So I think Kerala has to diversify if they want to continue to migration. I'm not telling you will continue to go because I'm already seeing Mr. Balagopal. There are almost 4 generations of Malayalis going to Gulf. I go to North Kerala. One person told me, my grandfather was in the Gulf. My father was in the Gulf. I was in the Gulf. Now I'm preparing my son to go there. Okay. Because the life in the Gulf is not like UK because they don't get green card, white card. They don't become citizens. No. So if you are talking about 1970, people started going to Gulf, you are talking about already 60 years. Absolutely. 50 plus years. Yeah. So the life in Gulf is only 15 years. So 15 years means grandfather 15 years, son 15 years, another son 15 years, next generation. So you are already seeing 4 generations in the Gulf. So it will continue. But if you are very clever, and you want to continue to play a role in the migration trend in India, you have to upgrade from the Gulf to non-Gulf countries. My answer is only one simple thing. COVID. Am I right?
Yep.
COVID, nobody has seen the COVID even today.
No.
They say this person has, this area has, this has that. And COVID has no passport.
No. Agree.
COVID has no passport, but it travel to 200 plus countries in the world. If COVID can travel to 200 plus countries, I'm sure Malayalis can travel. You have passport, you have visa. But then why Malayalis are going only to 6 countries? I'm worried about that. I want them to diversify so that even something happens in the Gulf, like happened in 2008. There's a global crisis. Dubai was down, but not Abu Dhabi. Tomorrow there may be some war, something happening, like we had a Gulf war, the Iraq, Kuwait war. So something happens in the Gulf, not all of them will land up in Kerala. Am I right?
Absolutely, I agree.
So I want you to I want the Malayalis to be distributed across. Still, you will continue to have Gulf, but still you can start sending people. I am very glad the students are going to Russia. I'm very glad about that. Because the Russian-Ukraine war, we know that Malayalis are not only going to Canada, they're also going to unknown countries to study medicine. So Malayalis are little bit, I know they come to in a large number to UK, USA, Canada, Australia. In fact, in Toronto, I have seen 40% Malayalis who are in Toronto right now. They all had worked in the Gulf. So it is like,
does this not cause a socio-economic problem in Kerala? Like actually, when this mass exodus of healthcare workers and students, will this have an impact on Kerala and its economy?
No, but I am saying that you are worrying about economy. But what about the individual? See, there are two issues. That is, we are concentrating between individual and the community.
Or else there should be an alternative.
So we have to think, for example, I met one of the man, almost like your age. He said, I have only one daughter, middle class, new middle class in Kerala. In fact, people in Kerala, they have only one child. I don't see people with 3 children. I go many places, I don't see in the market, nobody walking with 3 children. Only 1 or 2, or they have no children now. Because couples who have no children also now coming up because infertility is very high. That's why people are having baby through, so many ways, that. People can have babies, even 1 or 2 babies anytime. But, so he said, I have only one daughter. Now she wants to become a medical doctor. Medical doctor. She cannot write, eat anything. I have money. I want to send her to China. So she goes and study in China. For the family, this is important. You are talking about Kerala, but the individual, there should be a match between individual and the community. But the Kerala is interested to retain them. But Kerala has enough facilities. Now he told me very important, sir, if I want to put my daughter in the private medical college in Kerala, it will cost me 20 plus lakhs. If I send her to China, it will cost me 20-25 lakhs. So why should I put my daughter in a private medical college in Kerala? Then I put in China or in Russia. No, then Kerala has to think how to attract you. No, migration is like the attraction. It's like a push and pull factor. In economics, we talk about push and pull factors.
Yes.
So Kerala has to design policies to attract.
Absolutely.
Why you are leaving? So it is where we are talking about. Why, for example, last year you are talking about Kerala people. Last year, 500,000 Indians have denounced their Indian passport.
Yes.
They become citizens of UK, USA, and Canada. So somebody was talking to me in an interview at the TV studio. I said, it is too low. 500,000 is because anybody leaves Kerala, they never come back. Only Mahatma Gandhi came back.
See, I agree, totally agree.
From South Africa. Otherwise, for example, I told the Canadian government, 200,000 students came from India to Canada this year. I will tell you, 90% will never come. They may be doing wrong work, bad thing. They may be working underground. They may not get the proper job. They will be de-skilling. Still, 90% of the Malayalis or Indians goes to UK or Canada or Australia. They are going to come back. Some are doing well, but some are not doing well also. They are also there. Am I right?
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah.
So people go, they will not come. Now, you should not allow them to go. Catch them at young age. Now, what happened earlier, that's why I told you in the beginning, there's a migration theory, which is very important, Mr. Balagopal. See, in 1960s, no Malayali went out to study. They studied in Kerala, in Thiruvangur, in Ernakulam Maharaja College, Trivandrum Medical College. Nobody went to study outside. Everybody studied here and they went to work outside. This is the first stage of migration from Kerala. Nobody went to study. The second stage of Kerala is what happened. They were not studying in Kerala. They were studying in Karnataka, nursing. They were studying in Tamil Nadu, nursing. So they were moved for study in outside the state of Kerala and then migrated to Dubai. So they first move is to Tamil Nadu to study nursing, or Andhra, or Karnataka to study engineering, medicine. They will go and study, then they will migrate to Dubai and other things. This is the second stage. Now, third stage, they go and study outside India now. They are not studying in India at all now. They go and study in Dubai, some other country. They will study one country. They will marry one country. They will stay in one country. They will die in one country. So they are, before their death, they are living in 5 countries.
5 countries.
But then they were, and this is the third category. They were born in Kerala. They were studying outside India. For example, I went to Dubai recently. I was giving a talk in a college there. Out of 100 students there, 84 students from Kerala. In Dubai, I asked them, how many of you are born from Kerala? 45 students said we were not born in Kerala. We are not Malayalis there. We are not born there. My parents came to Dubai. I was born here. I will never go to Kerala. I was born in Dubai. I will study here in the CPSC Goon. Then I will go and study in London. Then I will migrate to Australia. Then finally I will settle in Canada.
That's shocking. That's shocking, isn't it, to hear that?
That's right. That means even Malayalis are not born in Kerala now.
Yeah.
See the change. Studied here, studied outside Kerala, within India, studied outside India. Now born itself, they are not born here, man. So the Kerala society is going a miraculous change. I think the society is changing like anything, Mr. Ilangovan, that has an implication for Kerala economy, Kerala society, Kerala people, Kerala women, Kerala schools, Kerala colleges, everything it has impact. But then not as an individual, but the collective, you are right, Kerala will have an implications. Today, Kerala plumber is not in Kerala, he is in Dubai.
He is in Dubai, yes.
Now, forget about nurses, plumber, welder, electrician. I went to one old man's house. He said, my fan is not working. I could not anyone to find to repair my fan. This is the real labor scarcity in Kerala. So what I said, I ordered a new fan. Somebody came and fixed me a new fan. Otherwise, I would have spent 100 rupees. There is no electrician available to repair that. This is the Kerala's status. And I went to one house. I saw one man on the road. He said he came from Assam. What is his job? He is plucking only coconuts.
Yeah.
In Kerala. So I asked him, did he ever see coconut tree? He said, no, sir. I came first time to Kerala. Somebody told me there is nobody to pluck coconut tree because all the coconut pluckers have gone to Gulf now. So he thought there is a big demand. So he has some type of iron thing. He jumps and goes. And I asked him, how much you earn? He said, sir, I am earning per day 3,000 to 5,000 rupees.
Per day.
Because per tree, he's getting 100.
Yes.
And sometimes you go, your house, there will be 8 trees. Somehow there will be 5 trees. And in fact, somebody called him, can you come to my house to pluck coconut? He said, I am booked for next 8 days.
More demand than a doctor.
Yeah, you know, if you want a 5-bar surgery today, you can go to Kim's and do it. If you want to pluck your coconut tree, it will fall on your head. You have to wait for 8 days to come from Assam. So this is the reality of Kerala. This is a fact. I'm seeing in my own eyes. It's not like a story. It's a real story.
It is not.
Am I right?
Totally agree.
Yeah. So Kerala society is undergoing a tremendous change because of migration, and it will have positive consequences like airports. Yeah. And it will have a lot of negative consequences. But unfortunately, Malayalis and Keralites, They are not talking about that. They are talking about money, money, money. Unless the Malayalis change that attitude of acquiring money, 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 that attitude has to change. And unless that changes, because migration means money, there is no other thing you migrate. Migration means, that's why I tell Malayali, yam, Malayali. Malayali means migration. They are addict to migration. Addict. I tell them like it's not, they are not drug addicts. They are, anybody you meet them, any boy you meet them, what is your plan? I want to go to Dubai. What's your plan? I want to go to Dubai. If you meet a girl who is studying 3rd year of nursing, why you are nursing study? I want to go to Gulf. I want to go to America. I can marry a medical doctor. See, the whole attitude is that migration. So Malayali means migration. Migration means money.
Absolutely, totally agree.
Money, and then that money, if you have more money, you will have more problem. The last one will be, I will call mad society, like with the Vegandas at Kerala. So Malayali, migration, money, mad. But nobody talks about the mad. Everybody talks about money. Kerala is getting 100,000 crores. NRI deposits are increasing. See, we are talking that money part. We are not talking about social changes happening. Today, a son in America telling, your father died. Somebody reports to him from in Kerala, your father died, would you like to come? No, put him in the online burial.
So he can watch it. Yeah.
He can watch online burial. This is migration. Online burial. Did you ever hear online burial? You are hearing now every time online burial. And he will be sitting at home, maybe eating chicken also. We don't know what he eats. But the point is that even visiting the father who put him in his soldier when he was young, to visit. You know, I think Kerala is getting into a society which I will not even imagine. You know, society is going, so it has a social implications for women, for children, and for old people. I think the economy, we are talking about economy, money, but this the three groups of people, children, women, and elderly, I think already damages are made.
This brings an end to the first episode of the Migration Stories. And we look forward to your feedback. And I would appreciate if you can email it to us on info@ukmalayali.com. The second episode of this particular series on migration will be released on Sunday, January 15. We look forward to you to subscribing our channel on the migration series on YouTube channel. Thank you very much.